right, folks, trying it again here. I don't know how long it'll last. We got Pens Flyers game one of the Challenger Series. Live from Detroit, Michigan. We're at Viking Ice Arena in Hazel Park, Michigan. Hosted by Little Caesars. We thank Little Caesars for hosting this event for us. Bringing in some of the best talented youth hockey players of the 2011 birth year for this weekend. As we get down low, here's Jones with a heavy shot that's wide of the cage. Puck battled for along the board, zoomed around behind. It'll be Caruso hopping to it. They'll keep it along the board. A full shot from Schweitzer that just misses the 4x6. It'll be kept in by Chappie at the line. A bouncing puck gets its way through. Don Mills goaltender making a nice save there. Here we are behind the net. Now Jones up to Caruso. Caruso working with it. If anybody's able to get a message out on the group chat, we're trying to bring the video. There's people looking for it. If you're hearing us now, you found it. So if you're on the team chat, send out a message that it is. We're going to try to bring it to you live. We're going to do the best we can. The reception in this ice arena is, to say the least, abysmal. And we're trying to do this from my phone. It's the only way we can try to get a signal out. So again, if you hear me right now and you're on the group chat, or can send a text to somebody, a family member of the Pens League 2011, to send it out, that it is on here. It's, Pens v Flyers, like second try or part two or whatever the heck I named it. You found it. Get the message out. Thank you. As Lyndon Trackle fire one of them. Rebound bouncing around at the side of the cage is bounced on by the Don Mills goaltender. Face-off will be in the offensive zone. It'll be Carlson, Halliday, Flume. Pelly and Track, the defense pair. Face-off to the point. Track will rim it around. Halliday in behind. Picks it up off the wall. As it bounces hard off of his stick to the corner. Down low, battling is Carlson. Carlson now Flume along the half wall. Don Mills will win that battle and come through center with speed. Defending Pelly as it's dumped in off of the cannoli. And he'll gobble it up underneath the net for a whistle. So I'm bringing you play-by-play, and I'm also trying to do the camera. So if you are texting me right now, I can't reply. I'm using my phone to stream the game. I can see your messages, though, so hopefully everybody can hear. I can't see the chat, I don't think. I don't know why, but I for some reason don't have access to that. So I can't see your chat messages today. If somebody could send out a message in the group meeting, you can hear me, that would be great. I am literally doing this from my phone and some AirPods. So no fancy scoreboard, no replay, folks. This is like black and white TV. You got to make your kid get up and change the channel. We're going so far back in time in City TV land here. As the Don Mills Flyers drive one towards the cage, they can only put that to the corner. We're at 10:13 to play here in period number one. Thanks everybody for joining us on City TV as we try to bring you this retro version. We'll call it retro version of City TV's 2011 Pens Elite versus the Don Mills Flyers. Bouncing puck will come to center. It'll be Caruso. Working it forward to Jones. It's Jones, Brenneman, and Schweitzer. This line had some pretty heavy scoring chances on their first go-around at the Flyers. A good shot by Jones that was stopped, and a shot that went wide by Schweitzer. Schweitzer battling deep, digs it off the wall. He'll work it back to the corner to Brenneman. Brenneman pinned there. Following on in good support is Jones. Jones will work it to the corner. It's Caruso. Caruso with a drive that goes wide of the cage. Gathering it, Chappell at the blue line. Chappie keeps it there as they battle along those boards. It'll be Schweitzer keeping it at the blue line this time. As he works it further for Jones. Jones out of the corner. Wrapping around behind the Don Mills net. Schweitzer getting an offensive zone change. Chappell with a shot that just skips wide of the cage. Fresh on the ice as Flume is dumped along the half wall. Alno battling Brenneman. It'll be the Flyers tossing it out to center ice and all the way to the Penguin zone for Chappie to turn it the other way. An indirect feed to the speedy Carlson. Carlson down the left wing side. He'll stop in the corner, pulling up there. Working it further for Halliday. Halliday and Pelly connecting. Pelly with a nice move off the wall. He'll drive right down Main Street and get a shot that's kicked away by the pass. Flyers will get control, sending it up off the wall. It'll be kept at that line by Lyndon Track. Puck ultimately sent all the way down. No icing. Why is there no icing on that play? No icing to call. Ellie will get to it now. Track. It was set up by the Cannoli. Halliday. Now Carlson. Bouncing puck. Skipping around. It'll come away to the stick of Carlson, who drives it deep to the Flyers zone, and the Penguins will get a wholesale change. That toss off the wall. It'll be broken up by Bolus. Bolus, Golnack, and Pearsall on the ice here with Danny Bananas, Foster, and the Brodover. Puck sent across for Bolus. His shot wide of the blocker side. And he tracked to the corner by Golnack. Golnack deeper for Pearsall. He fakes one way, goes the other, pulls it to the corner. It'll find Bros wide open the point, and the Penguins work it low to high. Shot in, deflected by Golnack and kept out by the Don Mills Flyers. A second shot by the Brodozer is deflected in on net. Battling deep on the play is Pearsall along the boards. Keeping it at the point is Foster with a backhander down the wall to the corner. It'll be Pearsall out of the corner with a setup for a heavy shot there by Bolus. And ultimately, the puck is cleared all the way down by the Don Mills Flyers. It will be an icing. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here. We are on Cine TV. We are bringing you the retro Cine TV stream from my phone with less than quality audio, I'm sure. So, audio from earbuds as the Penguins work it deep. It'll be Schweitzer tied up behind the net. Puck's tried to be cleared by the Flyers. It's intercepted by Jones. Flyers will try that far side again. Out of the corner with a flip. We've seen a number of those flips up the center ice. The Penguins really with the zone time here early on as we hit the 6.5 minute mark. In the first period, a puck batted around in front, and it comes through the top of the crease to the point for a drive by Caruso that's knocked down by a Flyer and cleared. Here is Chappie in his own end. Chappie fires it up for Halliday, who catches it behind himself and gains control for a dump in of his own. That'll be gloved down by a Flyer, but Halliday right up on the forecheck, able to get the puck and continue his assault. As Carlson finds Pelly. Pelly dancing that line. He'll keep it on side. Behind for Halliday. He'll fake one way as Carlson will pull it around the other. To the point for Pelly. Pelly fakes again one way. Tries to drive down the middle for a shot. That time he's tied up by sticks. The puck will bounce to the corner where the Flyers will gain control. Trying to flip it again out the center ice. Penguins glove it down. That was Caruso. Doesn't keep it, but able to get on side. A centering feed by Halliday is about knee high. It was almost swatted out of the air by Carlson there. And his best baseball impression. My apologies for poor video quality as I am trying to do the video as well. That will be kept in. Here's Halliday across for D'Angelo Flume. It'll be behind him. They gather it along the wall and dump it deeper for Halliday. Pearsall, fresh bodies on as the Penguins get an offensive zone change. They're dangerous in these situations. We've seen them score here many a times. As the Commodore would say, there's Pearsall setting up. Golnack, his shot, it just bounced over his twig. Penguins continue to work down low. Of all times to not have all the abilities of the equipment, I'm without the Commodore and Mr. Bolt. Both sitting this weekend out. Getting the travel breaks before the long trip to Quebec in about 3 weeks. There's Bros with a shot. He's looking for that deflection. Golnack had it again. It just doesn't get through. It'll be knocked out the center by the Flyers. As they'll dump it in. That was, again, no icing call. These Detroit refs paid by the game, not the hour. We get a Penguin advance here on the rush. It's Pearsall up the outside. His centering pass for Golnak. I don't blame him. He was close enough to the line. Don't call it. It is cold in this rink, I'll tell you that much. Penguins will play here again tomorrow morning. I'll do my best to bring you that game as well. Here on City TV is the breakout pass. Eludes Bolus. Jones battling forward. It will be taken by the Flyers back to the Penguins end. Flyers trying to get some pressure here. Penguins have controlled the puck, but we are tied at 0 as Brenneman comes in. Setting up the high slot. Shot by Schweitzer. Catches iron and bounces up into the protective netting behind the cage for a whistle. A nice feed there and a hefty shot by 23 Schweitzer. Able to get open in that high slot. And don't discount that center drive there. I think that was Brenneman driving the net, taking the defender to him. That's what freed Schweitzer up in that high slot. It's Jones. Comes off the wall for a shot that's blocked. Now Chappie with the drive from the point. Rebound in front. Swatted out by Schweitzer. It'll go just wide as Schweitzer is knocked down behind the net as he's getting to the rebound. And the Don Mills Flyers will take the first penalty. It will be a cross check. Cross checking the call. Faceoff will be in the Don Mills zone. The power play will be Halliday, Carlson, Bloom, Pelly, and Track. A shot from Pelly to the collarbone. Walker side is able to be held onto by the Don Mill goaltender. Can't believe we're getting a stream out of here. Good stuff. Thank you all for joining us on City TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you hear me right now, hit the subscribe button for me. If you're not a subscriber, over 60% not as a shot from Track is stopped out front. The rebound came to the stick of Carlson. He tried to get the goalie glove hand side, who was able to flash the leather and hold on to that one. An excellent save by Don Mills. If you're tuning in thinking this is Penguins Flyers, I don't blame you. Number one, the speed of this game and the talent of these young men, but also look at the uniform combos. Don Mills looking like Philadelphia. As a shot from Pelly in the point, redirects by. And that'll be a side of the net redirection off the Pelly shot. I don't have a replay for you, but the heavy shot, it was Carlson posted up at the corner. And he made no doubt about that one. The redirection goal for Carlson has given the Penguins a 1-0 lead on the man advantage. Pearsall will gain the zone now as the Penguins look to add to that advantage. His rising shot goes over the glove hand side. It'll be Bros at the point. Down low to Golnak. Golnak and Pearsall trying to connect. And the Don Mills Flyers will counterattack. Don Mills, an Ontario team from Canada. So a U.S.-Canada matchup here. As Bolus will lead the breakout. He'll find Golnak weaving through center. Pearsall on the forecheck. Bouncing puck will come free to Foster. Foster goes to the backhand, feeding it across the zone. Pressure now by Carlson. I'm sorry, Pearsall. Foster to it along the boards. Will get it deep. Schweitzer, fresh body on. Schweitzer and Brenneman jumping on the forecheck. Puck kicked in and kept at the line by Foster as Brenneman drives in. He's knocked to the ice. Schweitzer following on as Brenneman was knocked down right in front of the cage. So he tried to get to the net with the puck. Puck one back to the point. It'll be Chappie all the way across for a shot by Caruso that's kicked away. And then Flyers will pop it deep again. They'll wave off icing. A reversal by Caruso. Here comes Chappell. Chappell up for Brenneman. Across for Schweitzer. Schweitzer's got that hop today. He goes to the backhand to find Jones. Jones to the corner. Back for Schweitzer. Schweitzer has it knocked off of his stick, and back come the Flyers. To the line to no further than the stick of Pelly. Pelly twisting one way, going the other. Protects the puck and almost finds Jones. Jones just outside of that long reach, and the Flyers will put it deep. And the first one's to the puck, trying to establish some offensive zone time here. Penguins now in their own end, defending. Track. First one to it, uses the body to protect the puck. Good job by the Penguin defenseman. He'll work it to the near side wall as Pelly starts to break out. He'll hit Flume streaking through center. Flume weaving inside, weaving outside, finding the stick of Halliday, whose shot goes wide to the near side post. Halliday off the corner, down low for Carlson in front of the net. A bouncing puck will pop free right to the stick of D'Angelo Flume off the goaltender. And Carlson, who scored the first one, will get the apple, I believe, on number 2. Or maybe he got the goal. He's going to lead the line. So maybe Flume didn't get to that. It might have come off the goalie and right into the back of the cage. As Jack Carlson, right in front of the net, says, "Do you mind if we dance with your dates?" And gives the Penguins a 2-0 lead with 29 ticks left on the clock in period 1. Penguins kept it at the line, but now the Flyers will counterattack. Don Mills to the Penguin line. Before being turned back by Track on what will become an offside play. Faceoff will be right outside of the Penguin bench. Thank you all for finding us here on Cine TV for this one. And I apologize for any poor camera work and the lack of scoreboard replays, graphics, everything else. This rink is non-conducive to streaming. So we're giving it to you live, retro version on the cell phone with Airbud audio. So we come to the first intermission with the Penguins having the advantage, both in play as well as on the scoreboard. I believe a pair of goals by Carlson so far. With the flight of the hockey dads here. As they migrate from one end to the other. The defenseman dad, the goalie dad go to the D end. All the forward dads and a D dad make their way to the opposite side. They want to see the pucks fly in the net. The other ones want to see it stay out. As predictable as the flight of the dodos. The dodo birds, of course. I want to say hi to Coach Verbeek. Should be tuning in, joining us. We decided to try to stream instead of record, so I'm not sure what video we're going to have of this for you to break down, buddy. But I'm sure you're making notes. We definitely appreciate everybody jumping on here. As we bring you Cine TV retro style. If you want to change the channel, you can't use a remote. You got to get up and have your kid change it for you. Or if you're done have one of those, you can use a hockey stick to flip the channel. Retro style Cine TV. Next, we're going to see Coach Verbeek's going to show up. I have to keep going retro style. He's wearing neon and scrunchies on the bench tomorrow. Nothing but neon pink and green and scrunchies for the coaching staff right here. We can't get a better signal out. As Don Mills attacking here. They'll get it to the high slot before it's turned away by Foster. He's able to find Pearsall, who comes flying through center. Pearsall to the offensive zone. Wrapping around behind the net before being shoved to the corner. He stays right with the puck. Supported by Bolus, who tracks it around behind the cage. Foster jumping up to keep it in. Swatting at a Konak, but it'll be a 2-on-1 for the Flyers. Back checking on the play. Bolus lifting the stick as the Cannoli snags a shot with the mitt. Making the save, getting a whistle, and the Penguins will have a defensive zone faceoff. So a good save there by the Cannoli, and excellent back pressure by Bolus. Hopefully nobody needs Dramamine as I bounce this camera around a little bit. If you start to see steam coming up, it's just my breath. It is frigid in here. That's a great breakout pass to the Pens. Finds a Schweitzer mid-flight. The mathematician with the shot down low creates an absolute schmozzle in front of the net. The Penguins just can't poke it by. Here's Jonesy across. Heavy drive by Brenneman, rises up and over the net. The goalie was without his twig. As the Flyers get it back out the center, they'll dump it in. Flyers on a forecheck to the corner. Sorry about the stanchions in the way. Can I go over? I call netting. I don't think that helps at all. Maybe it does. Maybe it will. We'll come back. We'll lower it. I get this near side. Maybe I'll go up into the netting. I don't know, folks. I'm doing whatever I can. Having fun with it. As Chappie fires one up off the glass. Do me a favor, click that subscribe button if you're watching. 60+% of you not subscribers. Here comes Carlson, who's already got a pair. He fires a clap bomb off the stick. Penguins work it low to high. Opening up room in front. Here's Flume along the wall. His heavy blast in front. Knocked down by the goaltender, cleared to the wall. Penguins right back on it. Halliday, who's been an absolute demon on the puck. Disrupting everything the Flyers have tried to do. Pearsall fresh on off the benches. Flume has it out of the corner. He's trying for the point. It'll be intercepted. Back come the Flyers. Defended by Pelly. Back checked by Flume. And that's how you do it, folks. That'll be a clip to cut for Coach Kyle of a back check there. Excellent job. As the Flyers do get nowhere near the center line and dump it in. And the referee calls no icing. I love it. These guys they've been consistent. You get over the blue line, you're good. It's like ball hockey. As Golmack tries to slide one back door, he had Bolus, and I love the thought. As they come off the wall, Pearsall with a shot. Kicked out by Don Mills. I can't go up into that netting. It messes up the autofocus. As Golmack will come off the wall and fire one. Blockered away by the Don Mill netminder. And back come the Flyers through center. Defended to the outside by Foster. He'll get an inside angle, charging in and running into the Cannoli. The Cannoli stands his ground. As bodies come together along the wall there, it'll be dumped in by the Penguins. No icing. Flyers with it behind their net. Up off the stick at center and popped into the Penguins' end. Groves back to battle in the corner. They'll leave way to Jones. Toss up the wall along for Schweitzer. He comes crashing down. Jones there in the battle. Penguins outnumbering the Flyers right now as they work it all the way around to the opposite side for Foster. He'll reverse to Burrows. Burrows. Indirect off the boards as it comes to Schweitzer. Schweitzer to Jones. Jones driving in. Has a step. Tries to center it to Brenneman. Good diving play by the defense to keep that centering pass from getting through. A puck from the corner hops over the stick of Caruso, ends up in center where Chappell will get control of the Penguins' end. Penguins retreating a bit. Under pressure from the Flyers. Unable to clear, but here's Jones winding up now. Over to Schweitz. Schweitzer has it knocked away and dumped back in. The Flyers trying to gain some momentum from this forecheck now. Penguins with potentially a unit getting less energetic, a little tired as Halliday was able to get on. Jones will gain the line. He'll fire it deep, and the Penguins will get that line change as Halliday on that forecheck. And we've seen this a number of times. He disrupts it, dislodges the puck. This time the Flyers able to work it to center, but no further than the line for Caruso. Up for Carlson. Weaving through center. A sneaky pass to Halliday, and his shot comes off the goaltender, sits there. Carlson pokes at it, couldn't get it through, but his second attempt here is blocked to the corner. A couple big time saves by Don Mills. No work to the Penguins line. Cross ice feed. Unable to connect with anybody. So Flume will go behind the net to Pelly. Pelly under pressure. Good angle there by the forechecker. Pelly able to stay right with it and come away with the biscuit. Oh, work it across to Flume. Flume in the offensive zone. Tries to drag around. Gets it to the corner where he goes low to high. Linden track. Falls down, but able to make the play to the corner to D'Angelo Flume. Now at the point, as a couple of Penguins have it bad about in their skates. It'll ultimately be track. Up for Halliday. Halliday along the wall, sticking with it all the way across. One-timer by Flume. That doesn't get through. Second shot blocked away by the Flyers, and they'll try to clear here as well. With numbers, a potential 3-on-2 is they needed bodies, so they're changing, and they have way too many men on the ice. They'll let them go. A breakout pass picked off here. The Flyers do a good job there. That's up for those Canadian teams to remember the delayed offside. Pelly will pick the puck off, though, and stream back the other way. So that delayed offsides comes to an advantage for the U.S. team. They kind of had to stop there to stay on sides. Pelly reads it and attacks. A heavy shot from Bolus on the clap bomb from the top of the circle. And reads the stick hand side. And the center ice battle ends up on the stick of the Brodozer. Rowan Bros will not miss a day of school this week, even with the trip up here to Detroit. Able to attend school this morning, and then word coming in from the St. Killian Celtic parent page, of which I'm a proud parent, no school tomorrow. So school canceled in the Pittsburgh. Well, at least for St. Killian, I believe a couple other schools as well tomorrow. So we get arm raise as a player is pinned to the boards, and we are going to get a penalty on Don Mills for hitting Braden Pearsall. We have a body check call. And the Penguins will have another 90-second man advantage. They used about 27 of that, I believe, the first time around. And that was the first Carlson tally. Faceoff will be in the Flyers end. Taken by Brenneman. He wins it back to Jones, who gets it towards the cage. And a puck batted about will be cleared by Don Mills. The Brodos are back to get it. Flexible instruction day tomorrow. As back come the Penguins, Brenneman. With these boys going to Quebec every school day they get in is a blessing. And they will leave for Quebec. I believe it's the 6th or 7th of February. 13-hour bus ride. As a drive by Jones is kicked aside. The kids starting to find out their billet pairings and parents. As Brenneman with a one-timer that goes off the heel of the twig. It'll be DeBrose's cross ice speed. Goes right between the legs of Jones, but he's right back to it. Low to high. Foster with a drive. That finds the Flyer logo and is gobbled up. Faceoff will be in the Flyer end with 32 seconds left on the man advantage. 6:45 to play in the second frame. Penguins leading 2-0. I keep forgetting you guys don't have the scoreboard. So I'll do my best to remember to bring you those scores frequently. If you'd like to sponsor the scores, you can reach out to info@citytv.com and we can talk about your business. And City TV is a heavy shot by Halliday is kept out. Chappie will ring one off the post as the Penguins have caught iron a couple times here. That one ricochets up, almost catches the clock in the corner. Penguins buzzing here. It'll be Flume to take the face-off near side dot, offensive zone. Ties up his man. Halliday jumps in and thinks, he has been an absolute disruption on the ice. There's a shot from Chappie at the point. Bounces around at the side of the cage. Penalty over by the Flyers. They're back to full strength as it's tossed up, and they almost hit me with the puck. On puck duty here. I'll throw it after you start. Face off will be in the Don Mill zone. It'll be Pearsall. Track shot. Batted down. Stick lift from behind by Pearsall. Keeps it in the Flyers' end. Rimmed around by the Flyers. There's the OG. Golnack. Disrupting. Back come the Flyers. To the Penguin line. And they'll dump it deep. Track. In to get it. Uses the body to protect the puck. Goes off the board. He was looking for Bolus. It was just out of his reach as a shot comes in and deflects to the near side wall. I had no picture of it over there, so I'm not sure what's happening. It'll ultimately come free. Bolus chops it out the center. In flight is Pearsall. Down the outside. Defended well. But Pearsall protects the puck. And gets it to the corner for the Golnack. 53 battling deep. Brenneman following on. As they work it down low, the Flyers will reverse side. Read perfectly by Jones. Just seeing that play before it happens. He's able to get it to the net where the Flyers cleared, but there's Schweitzer down low to take the puck. Up top to Foster. Foster across to Bros. Bros with a drive. Deflects in front. Rebound comes free. Brenneman's backhander is stopped, and we get a whistle. The net maybe off. Yes, the net came off its pegs. So the Penguins with another down low scoring chance. Kicked away by this Don Mill goalie. I feel like the gap should be a little bigger than 2. I'm happy to have the pair. Penguins with a little bit of a cushion. Like to see some insurance here. They got 2 late first period goals. Let's see if they can add to it here in the second with 4:39 to play and a 2-0 lead. Rose slapping it across. His pass will be picked off and back come the Flyers. Sending across a speed that ends up in the feed or they're on charging forward. They battle along the wall here. And we wait for the puck to emerge. Like a 7-year locust. It comes out to the Flyer defense. They'll dump it deep. Foster down low. He advances it for Jones. Jones up the outside. Schweitzer decked along the wall. We're going to get another penalty here on Don Mills. A rough, the Crime Dog's favorite penalty. As Schweitzer was banged hard against the wall. The Retro City TV stream here. Thanks everybody for joining us. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. No fancy graphics, no scoreboard, no fancy audio. You got my cell phone and some earbuds as D'Angelo Flume possesses. Penguins with the man advantage. Here's Chappie. Down low, Flume with a shot. It'll come off the pad. Chappie with a one-timer that fells a Don Mills player, but the puck bounces out the center. Chappie across to Caruso. Caruso over to Flume. Flume off of a foot, but it'll be gathered in by Halliday. Halliday. Now Caruso at his own end. Sent across. Here comes Halliday. Halliday couldn't advance it further. Pelly will jump on the ice. Fresh bodies as the Penguins jump in the zone. Halfway through this man advantage as his shot stick on puck deflected into the netting above. Penguins will complete that line change. We'll see Pearsall. Bolus and the OG. Owen Golnack. Track and Pelly. The defense pair with 3:13 to play and 37 seconds left in the man advantage for the Penguins. 1 for 2 so far on the power play. Leading by a pair. Both goals off the stick of jumping Jack Flash. Jack Carlson. Bounced up the wall. Pass. Pelly, and he'll disrupt a full clearing attempt and get control at center. Sending it across to his partner, Lyndon Track. Track will gain the zone. Track continues to advance it. Through the corner. Free with it comes Pearsall. Power play over for Don Mills. Here's Pelly. His shot blocked. And they're going to try to break somebody, but they won't. It'll be no icing. No icing here. Guessing it nicked off of Pelly's skate. As the Penguins try to exit their zone again, it will come off of Pelly. Pressuring Goldak, but the Flyers get to it and dump it back in again. Track. And Pelly team up. Behind the net. Deep to help out is Pearsall. Penguins really outnumbering here. More Penguins than Flyers around that biscuit. And it's showing as Pearsall lofted off of a defenseman. I'm sorry, Golnak off the defenseman's stick. Penguins getting a change. 5 Flyers tried to break free, but the Penguins able to complete that change, and they'll drive in onside. Whitby trying to cut to the middle. Jones will come away with it. He is yanked down. We play on. Rose. Off the wall, Schweitzer. Schweitzer will gain the zone. In front for Brenneman. Kept at the line, but only briefly by Foster. Back come the Flyers. Good job by Burrows to force it to the outside. Great support by Brenneman. And back come the Penguins. Shot rising up by Schweitzer. A minute and to play here in the second period. Thank everybody for joining us here on City TV as we bring you the Pens and the Don Mill Flyers. The Penguins leading by a pair. 2 first period tallies off the stick of Carlson. And here we'll get a first penalty on the Penguins, a hook. It'll be the Brodozer. Hooking the call, so we're going to see the Don Mills man advantage here. Give it up close to the Brodozer in the sin bin here for all of his millions of fans at home. As Don Mills fires one wide of the net, protected by the Cannoli. We haven't said his name much, but he is back there defending that net. Number 30 for the Penguins, the starting goaltender, Ryland, the Cannoli Calabrese. The puck swatted about in front. He'll cover it up, get a whistle, and the Penguins will have a draw in their own end. 1:09 left on the Rose penalty, 21 seconds left in the period. So the Penguins hopefully will be on the penalty kill here to start the third. As Halliday comes out over the line. Over to Carlson. He'll get it deep into the Don Mills, the Bills. He's a Bills fan. They'll be playing this weekend along with the vaunted 49ers. As the period expires, it is playoff football weekend. And we could run into some of that trouble here as the Detroit Lions are still in the playoffs for the first time in 30 plus years. The Lions will play a home game at 3 o'clock, and hopefully these Penguins will have advanced to the championship game, which will take place literally next door to Ford Field, across the highway, I should say, but at the Belfour Center, the practice facility of the Detroit Red Wings, at 1:30. So some potential playoff football traffic to battle. An exciting time here for the Detroit Lions. And of course, the Bills defeating the Steelers last weekend in Buffalo snow, as they are still getting pounded, I believe, with the falling white stuff in the greater Buffalo area. And the 49ers will take on the suddenly excessively electric Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers from San Francisco on Saturday at 8:15. So you know where to find me, which will be plastered right in front of a television. Cheering on my boy Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. And we'll switch sides. We'll put 15 minutes on the clock, and we're going to solve this one on a 200 by 85 sheet of frozen water here from the Viking Ice Arena in Hazel Park. It's game one of the Challenger Series presented by Little Caesars. Your Penguins are leading by a pair as they look to kill this penalty off. 28 left on the Brodozer. Miners. Flume will pin the puck along the boards. Penguins keeping it the line, pushing it towards the middle for Pearsall. It'll be intercepted, and Don Mills will try to get into the Penguin zone here as the penalty's winding down. Shot off of a stick and wide. Grows onto the ice. He'll join the play as the Cannoli with a short side save, able to cradle it in the mitt and get a whistle. Face-off will be in the Penguins' defensive zone. It will be Pearsall. He's joined by his line mates, Golnack and Bolus, with Bros and Foster on the defensive side. Has a great breakout here. Golnack will find Pearsall. Pearsall has to dart down the line a bit, and he'll dump it in. In after it, Golnack, disrupting. Charging down the wall like a bull is Bros. As it's poked away by Bolus, but returned out the center by the Flyers. They come streaming into the offensive zone. A shot kicked away by the Cannoli through a screen. You could see him have to track that puck through bodies and did a phenomenal job. Rose battles along the boards. It'll ultimately be brought out by a Don Mills Flyer who tries the short side on the Cannoli, and there is no room at the end. The Flyers, though, with their best zone time here and a couple good hard shots, as now the Penguins' counterattack will come in the form of Lucas Jones. Speaking of the Penguins' power forward, Lucas Jones' birthday today. The birthday boy, as he gets it down low, bats the puck towards the net, and it'll come free for the Honey Badger. In the slot, able to pick up the rebound and fire it over top of the goaltender. And throw some fries on your sandwich. That's a Penguins goal. Get that sandwich Pittsburgh style. French fries, coleslaw. And Brenneman is giving the Penguins a 3-0 lead. We are inside of 13 minutes to play here. The Flyers, who were coming off of heavy pressure. The Penguins counterattacked and scored. They're going to try that pressure again. Flyers with some extra jump here in the third. Trailing by a field goal. Good job there by Jones to take the puck away. He'll fire it around behind the Flyer. Reads it, picks it off behind the net. Hits centering pass. Great defensive read by Chappie there to block that one at the side of the net. Jones battles down deep. It'll be nudged free by Caruso to the stick of Chappie. Chappie gathers it again at the blue line. Penguins couldn't get it through the neutral zone. Retreat behind his own net. Reversing to the near side, it's Brenneman. Penguins kind of jumbled up a bit here. The Flyers will come away with it. But there's Jones to take it away. He'll fire it down the ice. It'll be on net, no icing. Penguins get a line change. Carlson and Halliday trade off on the forecheck. As the Flyers try to weave through everybody, there's Carlson finding Halliday. Halliday's got Flume driving the net. Firing it across. The backhander is stopped by the goaltender. He tried to swat at the rebound. He just couldn't get the stick to it. Track will knock it out of the air, but he's in the neutral zone. He'll be hugged a bit along the wall before working it to Halliday. Halliday, James Halliday, has it taken away by Flume, who actually carries it out the center, and the Penguins will regroup there. Here's Pelly along the wall. Puck dislodged. Carlson follows on. Now Flume, indirect, off the boards, right back to himself. And he's putting on the Ritz down low, finding Halliday, who sends it all the way across the crease and couldn't find a stick. Driven to the boards is Halliday. He's up. No worse for wear as Track keeps it along the wall. Good backfill by the Penguins. Kelly attacking and able to disrupt. Now Flume will knock it free. He goes down the near side. He's stopped at the line, and the Flyers will counterattack. Carlson tied up as Pelly goes with a cross-ice feed for Flume, who dumps it deep, and the Penguins will get a line change. Viking Arena here in Hazel Park. The site of game one of this Challenger Series. It's the Penguins and Don Mills Flyers. Penguins leading by 3 with just under 10 to play in the third frame. My feet are currently frozen. I might go boots and sweatpants tomorrow, folks. It'll be a look. You're going to want to be here. As Foster will get it forward to Bolas, who gains the zone just before Pearsall clears, so we'll have an offside play at the Flyer line. A whistle. And 9:33 to go in the third period. Faceoff will be right in your kitchen, right in your living room. Or for a lot of you, probably curled up by the fireplace, maybe in your PJs, pop some popcorn. Poured yourself a nice glass of Cabernet. And listening to the sultry, smooth sounds of City TV. As the Flyers pull it off the wall. Good save there by the Cannoli. Bolas now Bros. Over to Foster. Put deep to the corner. The Flyers jumping on that forecheck. We've seen a lot more from this Flyers team here in this third period as far as pressure. Penguins have that big counterattack goal by Brenneman. I told you I wanted insurance. Well, his dad may represent insurance companies, but he could be an insurance provider as he gets the Penguins that third goal. As the Flyers will get it back into the Penguins' end, it'll be Caruso the first one to it. Picking it up and flying behind his own net. Tape to tape right to Schweitzer, who finds Jones. That's tic-tac-toe out of the zone, and Jones's drive. The birthday boy stopped by the shoulder of the goaltender, who was followed on top of by a teammate there. A little slow to get up, but he seems to be good to go. I will say my North Face Quebec jacket coming in handy here. I did take the fur off of it. I could have wished I had the fur look going today. As the Flyers will carry around behind. Banked off the boards. It'll be Chappie right in your living room. His cross-ice feed. Finds the stick of a Flyer. D to D along that blue line. As they get it to center, but no further. Chappie laying a bit of lumber there as Brenneman comes back the other way. He'll shoot short side, digging free at the side of the cage with Schweitzer. He couldn't get it free, but he couldn't get it in, but he dislodged it free to the point man. A counterattack cross-ice feed will be gathered in by Pelly in the Penguins' end. Across for Track to Jones. Another tic-tac breakout. Frees Jones. Jones with Halliday. Jones knocked down on the plate. He tried to feed it across. Good read by the back checker of the Flyers. Shot in wide of the Cannoli. It'll bounce off the boards and come around for Flume. Now the Flyers able to get it, but no further than Carlson. Carlson up the far side. He'll try to dump it in. And the Flyers counterattack through center. We've seen 15 come flying through there a couple of times carrying the puck. Penguins defense doing a good job riding him wide, knocking that puck off of his stick yet again. Here comes Fozzie for Halliday. This Penguin puck movement has been exceptional in this one. These tap, tap, tap breakouts, neutral zone plays, bringing up these scoring opportunities as we see Flume. This time we'll get it deep, and the Penguins will go for check. Actually, they'll go for a change. So the Flyers send it all the way up, and we'll have an offside play at the line with 6:17 to play in period number 3. The Penguins are leading this one 3-0 over the Don Mills Flyers. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on Sitting TV. Make sure you click that subscribe button for on our trail up to like 2,000 subscribers. Here comes Pearsall, twisting free and firing it at the net is Golnak. He takes a shot for his aggressiveness. And we'll get a face-off deep in the Flyer end. I want to work it deep. It's Pearsall. I can't see a lot along this wall. Neither can you, I know. We have the same view, folks. So when it gets down here, I don't know what to say. And it's ultimately Pearsall coming away with it. He gets it to the net. Sent back to that corner by the Flyers. Bolus crashing in. We're on the retro version of City TV. Here's a heavy shot from Pearsall as the puck bounces around in front. Golnak spins it towards the cage. It's blocked, and here come the Flyers on a counterattack. Excellent scoring opportunities there for the Penguins as they worked it down low. This time the Penguin defense. That's Bros forcing it wide to the corner, pinning it along the boards, waiting for some support. He gets that. Here's Golnak forcing it up the wall. Pearsall to the line and deep. Penguins get a change. The Honey Badger, Brenneman up on it. His aggressiveness allows Chappie to read it and make the play in the neutral zone. Good gap there. As Jones comes in, he'll shoot one. That's off the pad. Caruso keeps it the blue line, but only temporarily. Now Chappie returns it. Back to Jones. Jones driving in. He'll wind and fire as he's dumped to the ice. And that puck kept out, but Schweitzer keeps it in. Give and go out of the corner. Goes past Schweitzer, but he'll end up back with a feed from Chappie. Fakes one way. Goes the other. Advances the puck to the corner. Brenneman tripped up on the play, but able to get it free to Jones. Jones for a shot from Caruso. Fanned on. Sent wide of the net, though, by Schweitzer, who gathered in the rebound. Now Schweitzer back to it along the wall. He's crunched from behind. Not against the boards. No call here. Jones will keep it and work it deep. Brenneman retrieving his stick. Johnny on the spot to center one for Jones. Bouncing puck for Chappell as Don Mills will ice the puck. And we'll have a face-off deep in the Flyer end as the Flyer coach not happy about a lack of an offside call. Penguins will control the face-off. Coach and official having a bit of a back and forth there. About a missed offside call. Here's Track at the line. He'll get it deep. I think the coach was accurate. He was offsides, but he doesn't have a whistle. There's the puck batted about. It'll be carried in. The Cannoli will use the pad. to deposit that puck to the corner. Now Pelly carrying it from behind the net. His cross-side feed right to the tape of Halliday. Down the near side. His centering pass. He was looking for Carlson. Deflected away by the Don Mills defense. Kept at the line. Under 3 to go here in the third. A lot of threes. 3 minutes. Third period. 3-0 Penguins lead as they're offside at the line. And 33,333 of you watching live right now. Here on City TV. We're happy to be able to bring this to you from a pretty difficult Wi-Fi zone here. So here comes Golnack over to Pearsall. Pearsall will advance the puck, dumping it all the way to the Don Mills end. Penguins jump on that forecheck. Batted for and gathered in at the line by Burrows. Burrows will get it deep. Now Bolus following on. It's forced out just past Foster, who knocks him flyer to the ice. And the Penguins are right back on it. Pearsall. Inside, outside, deep for Golnack. He's saddled up and ridden around behind the net. Well, he's got him in a bear hug, basically. The Penguins continue to battle. He worked to the point for a shot that's deflected by Burrows and kicked away by the Don Mills goaltender. Work along the boards. And finally out to center ice. We'll be back here again in the morning when the Penguins take on the Chicago Reapers. The Reapers, familiar foe of the Penguins. The Penguins are 2-1 against the Reapers this year. Hard-fought one-goal battles each time, I believe. One of them may have been a couple more than one, but the Penguins have a 1-0 loss, a 2-1 win. Look what the third game was. And that game will be at 11 o'clock tomorrow, 11 o'clock here from the Viking. As we have an icing, I will do my best again to bring you the retro stream. But to come up with some like 80s sayings. Totally rad, man. Ooh, I might look up some Bart Simpson stuff for tomorrow. That's good stuff right there. Face-off will be on the near side circle of the Flyer zone. Yank down Carlson as he took the draw. Halliday up on the forecheck. It'll come free. Here's D'Angelo Flume on the half wall. Tried to pull it off. It comes free to Carlson, who chops it further to Halliday. He cuts to the middle. He's defended perfectly. He keeps control of the puck. Able to advance it for Carlson, whose centering pass goes off of a stick. He's yanked off the boards by Don Mills, but read and tracked by Carlson. Carlson across to Caruso. Caruso deep to the corner. Flume. Flume takes a bump, keeps the puck in. As we hit the 22nd mark here in the third frame. Carlson. Off of Chappie to Halliday. Halliday twisting it deep into the zone as time ticks away here. Penguins, Flume keeps it. And 3-2-1, the Penguins are going to emerge victorious. A 3-0 lead. A 3-0 victory for the Penguins. A shutout for the Cannoli. And the Penguins start the Challenger Series hosted by Little Caesars with a 3-0 win over the Don Mills Flyers. Action tomorrow is it'll be Penguins in Chicago. When I say Penguins in Chicago, I mean the Reapers. Then it's the Mission. A Windy City kind of day. The Penguins will play Windy City the next day, actually. And then wrapping things up with a game against... I forget who they played in the last one. There's the Squish Tender on his way off. He'll be in net tomorrow. The Cannoli. the boys filing off the ice. So they get one 3-0 for Coach Verbeek down in Florida. Join us tomorrow here from the Vikings.